Here are 5 topics Multiversers needs to address during its comeback video on Monday, March 11th. First things first, one of the more obvious ones, the roster, more specifically, new character additions need to be addressed and shown off. I'm going to take this one step further, and they only need to show off 1 or 2 new characters. Don't show off everything. Don't reveal your entire hand already. Because that's kind of what Multiverses got into trouble with the first time. They just kind of said, here's everything we have immediately. Now we have no more new content. So don't reveal everything. Just reveal a couple things to kind of wet our beaks a little bit, if you will. So new character additions. I will take the Joker as an example. Show off the Joker. Show off some gameplay. Maybe explain his perks a little bit. Whatever that might be. Just, show us who or what we can expect in terms of new characters. But again, not all of them, because don't reveal your entire hand. That's just a bad strategy. So just something roster needs to be addressed, and I'm sure it will be. Now, possibly more important than new characters for this video specifically, give us that release date. We all want to know when the game's coming back. I don't think a shadow drop is happening. I think it'll be a few weeks after this video, but maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. But either way, the release date needs to be told to us in some form or capacity. So I'll say it like this. Even if during this video on Monday, if they say, hey, tune in like 2 weeks, well, we will have another update video, and then in that video, we'll tell you when the release date is. Even if we get that, we're good with that, because at least we have information, at least we have the knowledge of when we're going to get the release date. So in some form, you got to tell us that. And I'm going to add my own little spin on this too. When they tell us the release date, I would hope this would be a fun thing to do. But remember those events that they used to do? The Halloween one, the Christmas one, and then the Valentine's one? Or sorry, the holiday one. But you remember those ones? What if they do a welcome back event for Multiverses when it does re-release? Celebrated the game finally coming back, put in some new currency in the game that you earn after every match. You remember how it was, but something like that would be really fun. But a release date nonetheless, and then maybe as a bonus, tell us that there's a welcome back event too. That'd be really cool. I mean, think of it, an event where everyone's welcome back, and then you play the game and you can earn this currency and you can get a couple free alternate costumes for some characters. That'd be great. Another very important topic that I hope they really do address in this is the mention and then demonstration of community feedback that they ended up applying to the game, because they told us that they're taking community feedback. They were taking notes. So we need to see what we told them, and then we want to see that applied to the game in some form. So here's this clip from, remember last year when they did the video? Yeah, here's this clip from Tony saying this.
We'll also be reworking the progression system based on your feedback.
Yeah, so for example, Tony did say that they're going to take community feedback and improve the progression system. So, show us that. At least show us something like that. Again, don't reveal your entire hand, but, give us a taste of what you changed based on what we told you. So that would be fantastic. That when players' voices are felt like they're actually heard, they're far more likely to stick around for the game and play it long term. Because if players feel like we're being ignored by the devs and we want something changed, we need a quality of life change, we need a new whatever it might be, and the devs are just radio silent and they don't tell us nothing, well, we're going to leave, because we're going to feel like we're not, the players aren't a priority. It is player first game, so I got some faith in them, but again, feedback based on what the community gave. Let's see that applied in some form of example, whatever it might be. Just show us something. I think they will, but I really hope they do. Battle Pass and the Battle Pass progression. They need to go over this as well. So I'm going to throw this out there. If Multiverses is coming back, if it's going to be able to be downloaded again in the next week or so, they're going to already have this battle pass, all the tiers, every single reward for every tier is already figured out. They already know what it's going to be. So show us a glimpse of what the upcoming battle pass is going to be. Maybe you go over every tier, or maybe you just go over, all right, hey, we added more character costumes to the overall battle pass. There's going to be, you know, before we only had maybe 3. Now there's a total of like 5 that you can earn between the free and the premium version. So whatever that might be, show us some battle pass stuff, which would be great. But battle pass progression is another thing that really needed a lot of tweaking. So if you're around during season 2 for Multiverses, you will remember how much of a trek, how much of a chore, no, how much of a nightmare it was to complete the season 2 battle pass. There were so many people that were not able to complete it because they found it daunting. You had to play so much, and then you still only got halfway through tier 41. It's like, I just played 100 games and I still couldn't even get 1 tier leveled up. When players feel like that, they're just going to quit the game. They're going to stop playing. They're going to stop playing the game, especially if you paid for it and you feel like you're not getting rewarded for it. Yeah, you're wasting my time and you're wasting my money, so I'm not going to give you any. But the progression system, hopefully they figure out the proper XP balance for levels, for maybe if they give us new or more daily challenges or monthly challenges, weekly challenges, whatever that might be. Give us more XP to apply to our battle pass progression. And heck, maybe they could even give us extra or more battle pass progression XP that we earn at the end of every match. Because we get a little bit of that, but you know, it wasn't a whole lot. So if we can get that bumped up by whatever percentage it could be, that would be fantastic. But the players need to see the battle pass in some form. And more specifically, I think, what changed with the battle pass progression. Last but not least, guild mode. They need to show us what this thing is already. I've been excited for guild mode since Tony first announced it in the Multiverses and reveal trailer way back, a number of years ago, right? I've been excited to see what this thing is. I'm sure many of you are as well. Many of you might have even forgotten this was a thing. It's been staring us in the face on the main menu this entire time, but yet we've never had access to actually play it. So show off what guild mode is, because again, in that video that Tony made at the end of, or towards about a year ago, when one of the things he mentioned was they needed to figure out the cadence of content releases, and that included characters, stages, and game modes. So show us what guild mode is, and let us experience that finally for the first time. I'm sure that they got this thing ready by now, so I'm excited to see what it is. But guild mode, I would assume this has to be a big game mode inside the game itself. Invite your friends, y'all join a guild, whatever. Who knows what this is? I don't even know how it's gonna work. Are you gonna like team up, and do you have to like face like a boss with like insane amount of health, and then you get like 3 attempts to, you know, try to deal as much damage as you get? I don't even know how this is going to work. And then, you know, as a guild, you work on whittling away the boss's health. You know, each attempt, you know, takes whatever it is. We just need to see guild mode in some form, and I really, really, really hope that this gets shown off. So, I mean, it would only benefit everybody. So that's just, you know, my opinions on this. But those are 5 things that I truly believe Multiverses needs to show and address during its comeback video, which is tomorrow. Who's excited? We are less than 24 hours away from, well, possibly Multiverses returning. I don't think it'll be shadow dropped. So anybody that makes it this far into the video, let me know. Do you think the game's going to be shadow dropped? I don't. I think it's still maybe like a month away or so. I think last week their tweets were the warm-up. This video is going to be here's the big update on what we've been doing, and then eventually in a week or so maybe we'll get the actual release date. I think that's how it's going to play out, but can only wait and see. Either way, that is it for this one. Hope you all enjoyed, and I guess I'll see you when I'm looking at you.